Hi, this is Deb Rny. This is week 11 post-op from RNY surgery. Um, my highest weight was 330 pounds. Day of surgery was 285. Last week was 251, and this week is 249.4. That means I lost 1.6 pounds for the week, 35.6 pounds since surgery, and 80.6 pounds since my highest weight. I was on vacation, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and on this video, I'm going to talk about food, the food that I took on the trip with me, and some new foods I tried. Some I've tried since then, and then next week I'm going to talk about some NSVs that happened on the trip. Um, I bought some food that was new for my trip. I wanted to make sure that I had snacks that I could eat that would not need to be refrigerated. I took Slim Jims, which turned out to be too spicy for me. I ate about half of one, and they're still sitting in there in the kitchen. I bought pork rinds. First time I ever tried those, not a fan. Did not eat those either. Took a bite and tossed them. I have heard though that they are good for using as breading for chicken, like when I bake chicken. So I might buy more and try that. I'm not much of a cook either, so I don't know, but not eating the pork rinds again. Um, I tried Harvest Snaps. I didn't. I took those on the trip. I didn't end up eating them, but I did have them at work the other day, twice, and because there was too much in the package. Again, they're kind of like a Funyun, sort of, but without the taste. Um, I would eat them again, I guess, if I needed something, if I felt like I needed something crunchy, but they really just didn't have much taste. Edamame, bought that for the trip for the first time, and I really don't like trying new things. This is pretty good for me. Um, I ate them several times because there's a lot in a bag. I did eat them. They weren't too bad. It seems like my whole relationship with food now is to try to find food that I like enough to eat, but don't like enough to overeat. Um, that's my life now. I also took yogurt. I had a cooler with me. I took yogurt and string cheese, protein shakes and some protein bars, and also peanuts. At the restaurant, we were gone for I don't know, 4 or 5 days. At the restaurant, I had we had breakfast every day. I had bacon and eggs for breakfast, which was a nice change from having a protein shake, although it did make my calories pretty high. But I also got a lot of walking in, so I'm not too concerned about that. And I also had cantaloupe every day that they had it. One night we went to Wendy's, and it was right across the street from the hotel. And between me and my two friends, we interrogated them about their salad. Because I do eat chili from Wendy's now and then, but it's got a lot of carbohydrates. And I do like to have salad, but I only eat iceberg lettuce. So we interrogated the cashier for a little while until she said that they mix a bag of iceberg and a bag of mixed greens, and that's how they make the salad. So she agreed to just use the iceberg. I don't think it made the cooks too happy, but I was very happy about it. And since it was something special, I think I don't really go into Wendy's. I didn't go there often anyway. I really wasn't a fast food person. I didn't go there often, but even when I did, it was to go through the driveway. Even now, when drive through. Even when I go to get chili, I go through the drive through. Um, so maybe this happens everywhere. We were near Philadelphia, so it could just be where it is. But we're on Long Island. They should be pretty up to technology here. So again, I don't know if this is new or if it's just that I don't go into these places. But whatever she needed the manager to do, he had to come over and put his footprint. His thumbprint into the register, and to override something, I guess. And I said, "Oh, it's kind of like the CIA. I'm going to have to check my food for bugs." Everybody behind the counter, you should have seen all their heads snapped in unison. Luckily, there was nobody else in the place, and I said, "No, no, no, not that kind of bug. I mean, like a microphone." CIA. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, we One night I had potato crusted flounder. That's the first. I don't really like seafood, but the good thing was it didn't really taste like seafood, so that was pretty good. We went to the Texas Roadhouse. I looked at the menu before, which is something I like to do because I'm so picky to begin with, and I noticed that they had a kids meal. I have the little card that my doctor gave me that says, "Please allow this person to have a child's meal or a smaller portion because they had." Bariatric surgery, but I didn't have to use it. I just told them I wanted a kid's meal, and the guy said, "That's all you want?" And I said, "Yes, it is." So I had grilled chicken and with a little bit of barbecue sauce, and also their green beans, which were just horrible. And it wasn't just me. Everybody at the table thought the green beans were not good. Although they had bacon in them. I thought bacon made everything good, but not the green beans. Um, Another thing about the when we went to the Texas Roadhouse, it was very crowded, and they said that we could have a booth, and they would be able to put two chairs at the end of the booth. And as it turned out, we had a corner booth, and that wasn't possible. I did fit behind the booth. I'm not going to count that as an NSV really because I think they're the booth part of was far away from the table. The bench seat part was far away from the table, so I don't really consider that an NSV. I'll try it when I go to a restaurant near home where I know it's an issue. Um, I also we were on vacation. We went to a quilt show, which I'll talk about next week. The walking, um, but and I took. Not only did we have breakfast, but then I took a protein bar with me when we went so that I knew I would have something to eat because it was away. I mean, you could take the shuttle, but it was away from the hotel, and I really didn't want to be going back and forth. They had a buffet there with all kinds of foods I don't like, and most of them were, laden with gravy and, things I really shouldn't be eating it anyway. But they also had a little snack bar. So the first day I got a chicken salad wrap, and I took the lettuce because it was romaine, so I don't eat the lettuce and the wrap part off and just ate the chicken salad. Um, my friends got French fries, and I did have, I don't know, maybe 5 French fries the first day, and they sat pretty well. So I'm sorry to say that they were good French fries. They weren't really greasy, they weren't salty. They really were good French fries. The second day when I went, I had egg salad, and it just so happened that they had to make them up, and the friend that was with me overheard them say that. So she said, "Well, just leave it off the wrap because all she wants is the egg salad." It was very good. I had that, and again, French fries only probably about 3/4 of an order this time. I don't want to make a habit of that, but pickings were slim. When I got back, I bought low carb. I kept telling myself I wasn't going to do this, but I guess it's easy to be judgmental or critical about people that are a year out when I'm only, this is 11 weeks, and you think, "Oh, you can do this forever." Well, I don't know if I can eat the same foods forever. So I tried low carb tortillas. They were made by La Tortilla Factory. Oh, they were horrible. The stats were good. I don't know exactly what they are, but I remember thinking that better than some of the protein I eat, the protein and the low carbs. But I don't eat tortillas, what I would call raw. I know they're cooked, cold. I bake them, and I baked it and put some cheese on it, and it was just horrible. It was like eating beef jerky, only not even any flavor from the beef jerky. The only other thing I have to say about the food is that, oh, two things. One is I tried perky, turkey, jerky, however the three words go together. Once before, I found it at my grocery store, the original, which I liked. I know that there are a lot of other flavors, but I really am very plain, and I don't think I would like them. And I kept going back, and they have gradually sold out over 3 or 4 months. They have gradually sold out of everything that they had. I don't think they're getting it back in. I don't think it was a big seller. So I did order some on Amazon, so I'm happy about that. But in the meantime, I bought some regular beef jerky, so I've been chewing on that when I need to for a while, although I am concerned about the amount of salt. Yesterday at work, and also, no, today at work, and also Monday, I ordered chicken vegetable soup, which I thought was chicken vegetable soup, and it turned out to have noodles in it. Not many, they were spaghetti noodles, oddly enough. But it was very good soup, and I'm really trying to increase my protein, so that didn't help. And it was also a little salty, so my weight's probably not going to be too good this week. I weigh tomorrow, but that's okay, and eventually it'll go. Um, One other thing I have to say is that I used to love blueberries. I've tried them maybe 3 or 4 times since surgery, and they taste like dirt. I don't understand. I don't really have any issues with any other food. All my food really seems to taste the same, but blackberries taste like dirt. Why is that? I don't know. Okay, that's it. Next week I'm going to talk about NSVs, exercise, some friends. I do want to say, there's always one more thing. My friends that I went with, 2 friends on this trip, and they are wonderful friends, I have to say. They normally, when we go to Pennsylvania, these quilt shows, they're in the heart of Lancaster, Amish country, and that's my food. That's my food. Mashed potatoes and fried chicken and gravy and biscuits, and they have buffets, all you can eat. Also they have iceberg lettuce at most of those places. My friend, we purposely stayed away from them because my friends have been so good about making sure that I have food, that we go somewhere with food I can eat. On the way home, I live on Long Island, and on the way home, we crossed the Goethals and the Verrazano Bridge, and it's a long haul. And we stopped at the last area, because we're a little older, and you go to the bathroom whenever you can, because it's a long haul on those bridges. You never know how traffic's going to be. And we stopped at the last rest area to get something to eat, and they were so good about, before they even ordered anything, they went from vendor to vendor to vendor to see if there was something I could eat. I really wasn't all that hungry. I ended up buying cantaloupe. I've had cantaloupe many times since surgery. I don't know if it was it was too cold on my stomach, or if I ate it too fast, but I ended up getting sick. So we were stuck at the um, Turnpike rest area for an extra 15 minutes while I kept running back and forth to the bathroom. Um, all in all, though, food's pretty good. I'm doing great. And I'll see you next week. Um, Thanks for watching. Bye.